What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a funny story, and I'm titling this video, The Week That I Thought I Was Chandler's Wildlife. This is going to be an insane video. You better stick around. Now, before we start the story, let me give you a backstory. I'm a reptile keeper. I love snakes specifically, and I've only been in the hobby for about 2 to 3 years. So let me tell you some of the species I have worked with. I've worked with corn snakes, king snakes, rosy boas, Amazon tree boas, ball pythons, children pythons, pixie frogs, Pac-Man frogs, all pretty much beginner to intermediate snakes, okay? And I'm a firm believer. If you're a reptile keeper, there's levels to this. You have the expert level, the intermediate level, and the beginner level. I'm right there. I'm beginner. Sometimes I might peek over that fence, look at the intermediate snakes. Oh, those are awesome. Yeah. Never do I cross over to expert. Never have. So, long story short, my friend hits me up. Says, "Hey, Derek, what's going on? I got a snake for you." I said, "What is it?" "It's a copperhead." It was this one right here. "I got a copperhead for you, Derek. Do you want it?" Do I want it? Does a giraffe have a long neck? Does a zebra have stripes? Yes, I want the snake. Okay, now that we got that established, I want the snake, I'm getting it. But it's not just my decision. Focus, camera. I'm married. And we know the saying, happy wife, happy life. So I have to run the idea by my wife. So I ask her, "Hey, honey, my friend has a snake. It's a copperhead and it's venomous." I didn't even finish my statement. It was the fastest no I've ever heard. "Hey, honey, it's a snake. It's a copperhead. It's venomous." "No, I forbid you. No." The fastest no I've ever heard. And I'm not mad at her. She's responsible. I'm irresponsible. I need you to understand something. We live in an apartment. It's just me, my wife, and my son. Again, this is an apartment with no escape-proof rooms, no venomous protocols. I've never owned a venomous snake in my life. She told me no. But I don't care. You're my wife. I've known her for years. I know how to get her to cave into my demands. So, fellas, pay close attention to what I'm about to teach you. How I was able to get the snake, what I did was I had a 3-day plan. So for 3 days, I just moped around. I was sad, I was quiet, I didn't do much talking. Your wife gonna know something's up. If you're just walking around sad, your wife's gonna pick up on that. So on the 3rd day, she looks at me, she says, "Hey, you're walking around, you're sad, what's wrong?" This is what I did. I looked at the ground. "Oh, nothing, just life." As soon as I said that, she snapped. "I'm sick of it. You've been moping around. You've been quiet, walking around sad. Just get the damn snake. I'm sick of it. If it bites you, I don't want to hear nothing." I'm running around the house. I'm excited. I'm getting a snake. It's coming home, baby. Copperhead, you're coming home. Now, before I finish the story, I want to put this disclaimer right here. Please, if you're going to get a venomous snake, do the research. I know I should have did a lot of research before I got this snake, but I'm human. And humans, what do we all want? Instant gratification. I seen an opportunity, I seized it. I didn't care about research, I didn't care about nothing. I wanted the snake, I went and got it. So please, really not even venomous, any snake, before you get it, always do your research. The story. I get the snake home, I'm unboxing it. Unboxing a venomous snake with no experience is one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life, but I managed to get it done. I got that snake from that box to that enclosure. And the moment that snake was locked in that enclosure, I felt like that guy right there, Chandler's Wildlife. That was me, just the black version, the more melanated version. That's a sexy man right there. I was him. I was a venom boy. I was a venom king. You couldn't tell me nothing. Newsflash, I'm not Chandler's Wildlife. And if you're watching this, you probably aren't either. I've been in the hobby 2-3 years max. Chandler's Wildlife has put so much time into his animals, years, 15, 20 plus years into conservation and working with animals and understanding their behavior. Not me. If you're watching this, me and you are normal people. When we came out of the womb, your first words were probably mama, dada. They were mine. When Chandler came out of the womb, his first word, King Cobra. Anyways, shout out to Chandler's Wildlife, man. Great guy. He's so incredible. He's very important to the hobby, and we need him, and we need more people like him. So, anyways, let me get back to the story. I have the snake unboxed. It's in its enclosure. I fed it a couple times. It's used the restroom. I need to clean the enclosure, so I call my friend. Hey, I fed the snake. It's 8. I need to clean the enclosure. Scariest phone call of my life. I'm on the phone. He said, before you clean the enclosure, wait, Derek. I said, huh? Make sure you wear gloves. I said, why? Pit vipers and a lot of venomous snakes shed their fangs. So there could be a possibility in that bedding, in that enclosure, somewhere there could be a loose fang that snake may have shed. And it could have some venom in it. You telling me that snake lost his teeth in that enclosure? Yep, there's a possibility. I hung up the phone. I'm getting ready to clean the enclosure. My heart doing this. Because there's a chance that I could get bit and the snake's not even in the enclosure. Whole time, I'm cleaning it out. Every time I stick my hand in the enclosure, in my mind, I'm gonna pull it back and it's gonna be a fang stuck in the middle of it. And you got to rush me to the hospital. That's it. That was it. That was strike one. Strike one, I might not need this snake. Okay. I got the enclosure clean. I have the snake a couple days and I can't make this up. I have a dream that I got bit. Scariest dream I've ever had. So I have a conversation with my wife. Honey, what would happen if I got bit? We didn't have any plan in place, so we start talking. Oh, I'd get you to the hospital. I'd do X, Y, Z. Okay. So I decided to start doing some research, and I'm gonna read this to you. And don't get me wrong, I understand. Copperheads are known to do dry bites, but let's just talk about venom and how much it costs to treat if it's not a dry bite. Let's talk about that. So let me read this to you. Copperhead antivenom. For a typical dose of 4 to 6 vials, the total charge for an anti-venom treatment can range from $76,000 to $112,000. Let's just go with the lower end, $76,000 for one bite, for 4 to 6 vials. Let me tell you something. I don't even have $76 right now. Long story short, talking to my wife, deciding to be responsible. I said, you know what? This is a beautiful snake, but we can't keep it. We can't keep it. We got a son. We live in an apartment. We don't know what we're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And let's face it, shit happens. At the end of the day, shit happens. You can get bit. So I ended up calling somebody in my area that I felt like understood how to take care of venomous snakes. And I said, you know what? The snake ain't for me. I'm going to just give it to you. I sent the snake with a keeper that I felt like was an expert keeper. So, moral of the story, you're not Chandler's Wildlife. Do your research. There's beautiful snakes out there. I would love to have a Russell's Viper. I'd love to have a King Cobra. Never gonna happen. Really probably couldn't even happen because the laws in Kansas are so strict. You can have native stuff, but you bring anything that's not native, you go into the federal penitentiary. Anyways, this is Derek's Reptiles, man. I hope y'all had a good laugh. This is a true story, by the way. This was about a year ago. And I still have the videos up. I actually don't have any videos. I have a couple shorts up of the copperhead. So if you want to go see it, check my shorts, go back about a year, and you'll see about 3 or 4 videos of me showing off my copperhead. A fun experience, but I'm just glad that I realized it wasn't for me. So until next time, man, this is Derek Reptiles, and we out of here. Peace.